Hello again, welcome back. Will you just look at the size of this thing? Wow. So today I am very pleased to show you my third-party transformer. It's made by Toyworld, and this is called their constructor. It is their representation of Transformers Devastator, what they call a third-party transformer. As you can see by this box, this thing is huge, and I am super excited to finally start opening up some of these transformers. Some of these I've only seen pictures on the internet, so I am very pleased to start sharing these with you guys today. I really don't have anything else to say, so without further ado, let's get into it. Well, there you have it. This monster of a machine. But before I get into him too much, I want to apologize. This video is going up pretty late. It's at least a week past what I originally planned on doing. Had some family issues to take care of, nothing really major or anything. Plus, I didn't realize how long filming this thing was going to take me, from all the transforming and everything like that, especially with how rusty I am when it comes to transforming Transformers. With that said, let's get to the elephant in the room. Toyworld's Constructor. Boy, is it gorgeous. So my first impressions of it are, I absolutely love it. I love the sheer size of it, the detail. That's one of my many likes about it, is I love the size of it, the detail, all the intricate moving parts, fingers, different joint mechanisms, the forearms and how they move. It's absolutely amazing. I'm definitely going to cherish this as part of my collection. If you are fortunate enough to get one of these yourself, I don't think you'll be disappointed. With that said, I do have some dislikes. So the joints on this thing are pretty tight. Some for good purposes, so like for posing and stuff like that. I showed you kind of like a picture of all the robots just kind of standing around, and they all went into pose very well, and they held that pose. They didn't fall over or anything like that. The joints are not floppy. Like, even if I pick him up, his joints aren't flopping around. But they're so tight, I thought I was going to literally break him. They're so tight, I'm actually scared to actually take him back apart. But for me, that's fine. Once I actually have a shelf to put him on, I probably plan on just leaving him just like that. Another thing that I didn't like is the price. And now, when you're addicted to Transformers like I am, sometimes that price tag doesn't stop you at all. When you see that pop up and you see, I was like, oh man, I've got to have that, and you don't even care about the price. But I have to talk about it because even now, ones that are very similar to this are still $470. Now that wouldn't bother me, but there are still some things I didn't really care about. There was on Shovel here, Toyworld calls this character Shovel. His leg, it would normally be Scraper in the original Transformers. One of his tabs for his arms had literally fallen out, and I had no clue where it went until I was trying to transform him like this. And it's small little details that I think with the price could have been fixed. Along with that, if I'm going to recommend this to somebody, I'm just going to let you know he is very difficult to transform. You may not be able to tell it from the videos, but I was struggling on trying to transform. There's times that I tried to do it without the book, and I was transforming back and forth. I was like, no, that's not right, and going back. If that's part of the fun for you, then excellent. But that was one of the reasons why it took me so long. I mean, just transforming one of them, I think it still took me like over 30 minutes just to transform them. Another thing I didn't really touch much on in the unboxing that I really liked. In his book, this is a very detailed book, still some stuff missing from there. Like, it doesn't really talk about how to transform him like this. So you're kind of on your own for the most part, but it's not that difficult. So in the back, it comes with his character cards. And they're very reminiscent of the old days of having character cards on the back of the actual packages itself, but they are very nice. They're very hard plastic. It's not like it's a baseball card that's paper or anything like that. It is a very nicely done card. So I think a very nice aesthetics for the price that you're paying. Also, because of the price you're paying, they actually did box it very, very well. If you saw from the unboxing, it was very nice, tightly packed, fit foam. I absolutely loved that. Before starting this channel, the main thing that I liked about my Transformers is I keeping them in the box. You know, the box is one of the main selling points for me. I think that to me that's where a lot of the value is. You know, I'll pay that extra money if, you know, the box is in great shape. You know, I'll pay for, you know, extra packaging just to have a very nice box when I receive it. And I think they did a really well job of just constructing the box and packaging it by itself. Another side note, so I have this iFixit kit. It's a nice little toolkit. I think it is a hobbyist's best friend. It's got a lot of different bits and drivers and prying mechanisms in there, and this has actually helped me a lot, that you may have seen when I was transforming, because some of those joints are just so tight I couldn't get my fingernail in there. This little prying mechanism, it was a lifesaver. So, and also because all the different bits and everything like that, if you're into modifying or customizing your transformer, I think it's going to be a great tool, especially for something like this guy. There's a lot of tiny screws on here that you could probably easily just take apart, whether if you're trying to do a repair, a new paint scheme, or maybe you want to try to do a 3D print of a replacement part and kind of make him more to your likings or whatnot. I think the iFixit kit will do just fine for you. I love it. I use it for my computers, Transformers obviously now. It is a very nice kit. I think that's pretty much all I got for this behemoth. Man, I'm still speechless how big it is. I think I've got one more bigger than him. I think I have to dig into my collection. It'll eventually show up on my channel eventually. Next week's video. This box is not quite as big as Toyworld's constructor, however, still pretty big in itself. This is Toynami's Voltron EX. I don't exactly remember why it's got the EX. When I bought it, I was just like, it's Voltron, so I gotta have it. So I can't wait to share that with you next week. Stay tuned. Please hit that like button. If you're going to share your collection with me, please put it down in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.